Hi guys, 28th of October 2020. Good morning from Europe. Good afternoon, good evening guys, whatever you are. Piotr here is Liteforex Global YouTube channel. And the Bank of Canada rate decision next. Shaky market mostly because of the new COVID cases. Here is a danger, at least that's how the media are trying to explain. I think the market overall is going back to reality. That's the full explanation. Of course, invisible enemy like the virus is quite good explanation. Anyway, Bank of Canada interest rate decision next, and we are going to discuss three Canadian pairs. Let's start with USD-CAD, and from the weekly chart perspective, as we are approaching weekend, month end, market is trying to hold 130. That what fight is going on. So previous week, as you can see, there was a quite nice attempt to break lower, close week with the lower shadow, and today we are breaking higher, and this week looks like, for now at least, that the break could come into place. Now still, basically from this higher time frame perspective, very narrow range, down 31.50, up 32.50 to the upside. So very narrow range, and I think we might see, taking into the consideration everything like Bank of Canada rate decision, end of the month flow, and risk of sentiment, we might see attempt to break higher. We might see, for example, attempt to try to attack 34, the levels based on what we have here, right? So this could be the chance. If we are going to go that way, we may also count 1-to-1. In that case, we may look for even 35 in that case as a 1-to-1 wave, right? So that's the weekly chart, and I think that from the daily chart perspective, right, it's very, very similar to what we discussed a second ago. So very close to the first possible supply on the daily based on 32.57, 32.60, right? But I like the combination of the Monday up, retest yesterday, and continuation to the upside today. I like this one. So as long as yesterday low holds, from the intraday perspective, I think the bulls got the chance to push prices higher. Now, you know me that I would like to always try to buy some kind of the dips. What kind of the dips this time? Well, let's have a look and check this combination of this high, the combination of this lower highs, right? And we are talking about the levels close to 32. Now, that's the number one. Number two, these highs with this low already been tested, but that's the possible demand zone. So what I'm looking to buy the pullback towards 32. I'm looking to buy pullback towards 31.80. So that's the 20 pip zone with the stop below yesterday low, right? And levels, looking for higher levels as discussed based on the daily chart. So I'm looking for levels 34, 35. Hopefully we are going to get there, and we've got the big chance as long as we have this risk of sentiment, because I do not expect any kind of the hawkish stance from the Bank of Canada. So that's how I see the things on the USD-CAD. Let's have a look at the next one, and the next one is EURCAD. Here the situation is a little bit more challenging. So from the weekly chart perspective, as low as the low we've seen 2 weeks ago, right over here, also related to some daily charts, around 54. As long as we are holding this, we might see attempt to go higher. Now, how high can we go? Well, for now, I think that this double top over here and here and we are talking about the levels close to 57.50, right? We might talking about the range. To the downside 54, to the upside 57.50, all right? So we have like 3.5 range, 350 range. So to the downside, in case of the breakdown, we might retest 150. In case of the upside, we might test 61.50, and taking into the consideration what we've seen before that, right? This type of the move towards 160 could be in place. Of course, Europe got their own problems with the COVID, new comments, rumors that total lockdowns are coming to Europe, plus ECB on Thursday. So I would be for now very, very careful. But from the intraday perspective, if we are going to get back today above weekly open, and if we are still going to be within the risk of market sentiment, right, that could be the setup to try to go long. So let's switch to the hourly, and that's what I'm talking about, right? To the left, here, 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 and here. So if we are going to break like this, pull back long intraday 56.40 against, and as a target, longs around 55.60, and against today's low as a first target. Not great risk reward in that case. Second target eventually higher towards 57, the top of the range, right? We discussed second though 57.50, this type of the move, right? So first, trying to summarize EURCAD. First, you wanna see rally through weekly open, you wanna see pullback. So rally would be good to see here during the European session, beginning of the New York session, ahead of the Bank of Canada attempt to pull back, retest longs, first target around 56.50, second target 57.50. That's how I see EURCAD. The last one, CAD yen. The last one, CAD yen, based on the daily chart, still big range. CAD lately been quiet, doing quite well, opposite to what dollar yen was doing. So we are still inside the range, right? Now, even inside the range, you can try to trade from time to time, but in that case, I think that's gonna be a big challenge. That's the levels close to a weekly open, 79.80. So immediately after the weekly open below 80, we momentarily went lower. So I'm not sure if we are going to see Riley 100 pips, right? But what I know that 79.80, 80.20, that's the supply right now. That's the levels where weekly or monthly close above is going to cancel bearish view. I'm bearish on the CAD yen, so it's gonna be challenge to try to join the party from the daily. So let's have a look what we have when it comes to the intraday chart. Huge Niagara Falls is going on right now, and if we are going to see 79 retest 79.15, right? So that's because we are approaching some kind of the possible intraday demand. So if we are going to approach to retest 79.15, right, that's gonna be my entry. What's gonna be my target? We have to get back to the daily chart. Why? Because I'm going to explain you what's gonna be my target. You have to understand when there is a risk of the things are going very, very quick, very, very fast, right? So first target, because of this range the breakdown eventually, right? The first target is gonna be 50% of that range. We are talking about the levels close to 70, 76, 50, 76, right? The second target is gonna be double of that original range. In that case, we are going to talk about 74.50. So that's how I see the things when it comes to the Canadian dollar ahead of the Bank of Canada. Quick update when it comes to the Euro Australian dollar, because depends on how you were trading longs, right? The low was 64.61, right? So if your stop was right under, as we discussed, that was possible stop out. But in that case, I would work with the renewal with the very tight stop this time right under the post out CPI data, and no change in plan, the same. Depends how you were working, because some of you may, if you were trading, you may still be on the market, right? I'm gonna give them a second try. I added into the longs on Euro Aussie. Let's have a look how it's going to end up. Anyway, Bank of Canada day. Be careful, guys. Good luck and see you around. Take care and goodbye.